こんにちは皆さん、お元気ですか? Hello, how are you? Today grammar video number 61 and we're going to learn about te, te form. This K, this is also we can pronounce katachi. This means the form. So te form of the Japanese verbs. Before beginning about the te form, it's very important to know which group is a certain verb. Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. And I talked about that in grammar video number 59 about how to separate and how to classificate each verb. And the number 60, the grammar video number 60, I talked about the exceptions of the Group 2. So please watch them if you don't know it. At first, the easiest, Group 2 and Group 3 verbs without mas, so you take it off this mas, then you add te. Then this is te form. It means in the three group, the third group, shimasu, shite, kimasu, kite. Example of group 2, hajimemasu, to begin without mas, hajime and te. Hajimete, hajimete, this te form of hajimemasu. This verb, okimasu, to get up. This is the sound of ki e sound, but this is one of the exceptions of group 2. So this is still group 2. So this is the same way. Without mas, oki, and you add te. Okite, this is te form. So in this way, the group 2 and group 3 is very easy to form te form. The complicated one in te form is in group 1. For example, all the verbs, you must take it off the mas. But just before the mas sound, if this is ki, something ki mas, then this ki change to ite. All the time except one, ikimasu, to go, then this is ite. One example, arukimasu, to walk. And this is just before mas, there's a ki sound like this. So ki change to ite. So it means aruite. This is te form from arukimasu. Aruite. The second case, when there's gi just before mas, then this gi change to ide. The example, isogimasu. This means to hurry. So isogimasu, there's gi sound. So gi change to ide. Ide. So the te form is isoide. Isoide, hurry up. Isoide. Third example, just before the mas, if there's mi or bi, and this change to nde. Example, yasumimasu. Yasumimasu, it means to take a rest or to have a rest. So this is the mi sound, mi. So mi change to nde. Yasunde. Yasunde is the te form from the yasumimasu. Yasunde, take a rest. The fourth rule of the te form, all the sound with e, chi, ri just before the mas, then it changed to the small tsu and te. Te kaimasu, to buy. And this one here, e just before mas. So this e and mas disappear. And te, so buy, katte, katte, machimasu, to wait. So, and chi sound and must disappear. So, matte, chi sound, this sound chi change to tsu and te. And tsu is small. So, matte, wait. Wakarimasu, to understand. And there's a ri sound and ri change to te. So, the te form is wakatte, wakatte, wakate, understand. The fifth and the last rule is when there's she just before the mas, then this she changed to shite. Hanashimasu. Hanashimasu, this is the group 1 and with this she. So this she changed to shite. Hanashite, to speak. So hanashimasu is the verb to speak. And please don't get confused with the third group. Group 3, that is shimasu, is all together. But here, hanashi, and mas. So this is different from the group 3. Let's see more in detail. Well, the group 2 and 3 only without mas, and te. Do you remember? So the first we are going to see the third group, group 3. 散歩します to go for a walk. So without mas, just mas and te. Without mas, te. 散歩して this is 散歩して the te form. 準備します to prepare. 準備して持ってきます to bring something. 持ってきて without mas and te. 持ってきて連れてきます to bring someone. 連れてきます。連れてきて Now let's see the group 2. 助けます It means to help. So the same way. Without must change to te. So 助けて It means help me. 助けて迎えます This means to welcome someone or to pick you up. This kind of things, 迎えます I received with welcome, 迎えます So the te form, 迎えて数えます Also, the second group, 数えます It means to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10数えます And the te form, 数えて寝ます Go to sleep or to sleep. So this is the second group. Ne sound and mas. So 寝て sleep. 開けます to open. This is also the second group. 開け the a sound before mas. 開けて this is open, like open the window. 窓を開けて閉めます to close. So this is the contrary of 開けます opposite. 閉めます This is to close. For example, and then this is also the second group because this is me a sound. 閉めて for example, close the door. ドアを閉めてつけます This is also the second group. つけ a sound. つけます This means to turn on. For example, 電気をつけて Well, this means turn on the light. In previous video and number 60, we learned about the exceptions in the group 2. For example, 信じます to believe. This is also the exceptions. So in this case, without mas and te. So it's very easy. 信じて 信じます it means to believe. So 信じて it means believe me. 来ます This is also the exceptions and this belongs to the group 2. 来ます with this kanji, it means to put on a clothes. But the same pronunciation with this one, 来ます But the kanji is different, right? In the mas form, the intonation is exactly the same. 来ます But in the te form, it's different. This 来ます the third group, it means to come. And the te form, this is 来て Teeting, 聞いて Ki is the higher sound. 来てください to come. But here in this one, this is to put on clothes. 聞いて So the intonation changes. 聞いて For example, put on a jacket. ジャケットを着ております with this kanji, and when we pronounce with o, おります it means to get off the train, get off the bus, おります and this is also the second group in the irregular one. So without mas, 降りて for example, 降りて to get off, 浴びます this is also the second group, the irregular. So without mas, 浴びて 浴びます it to take a shower, to take the sunbathe like this. 浴びて Now the group 1, 聞きます to listen, and this is the ki sound. With ki sound, that was いて So 聞いて listen. 咲きます to bloom. And this is also the group 1, ki changed to ite. So, saite, to bloom, saite. Other example with ki sound just before mas. And ki changed to ite. So, in this case, nakimasu, naite. Nakimasu, it means to cry, naite. Now the example with mi sound just before mas. Yomimasu, to read. So, and mi and bi change to nde. So, yonde, yonde, read. Now, bi sound just before mas. Asobimasu. Asobimasu, it means to play, to play. For example, and mi and bi change to nde. So, asonde, asonde, 私と遊んで、遊んで, it means play, play or play with me, 私と遊んで. And I forgot to tell you, the te form, only you say, for example, 遊んで, it means I ask you something. This is te form, so it's very easy to use it. Let's see some examples with i, chi, ri just before mas sound. For example, I must, i sound. So it changes to the small tsu and te. Te. So I must to see someone, to meet someone. Atte, atte, araimasu, to wash. This also i, i. So to form the te form, this one, aratte, 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 wash. For example, I wash my hands, 手を洗います。And I want to say, wash your hand. 手を洗って。吸います。吸います。There's also e. So the 手 forms, it will be 吸って。吸って。Well, 吸います。It means to breathe in. And also we say, タバコを吸います。To smoke. タバコを吸います。お、息を吸います。息、this is breath. So 息を吸います。breathe in. 持ちます。This is also ち sound just before mas. So いちち and this is the same way small つ and て. So 持って持ちます it means to hold something. So if I say これを持ってこれを持って hold this. 撮ります with this kanji it means like to take a pictures like this. In this case, 写真を撮ります。り sound just before mas. So this いちり this with small つ and て。So 撮って for example 写真を撮って写真を撮って take a picture 送ります送ります to send and this is also り sound. So it's the same way 送って送って send. The last rule, she just before mas. In this case, she and して。消します it means to erase or to turn off. For example, 電気を消して電気を消して turn off the light. Now please be aware this 消します this is not the third group. Maybe you can think します oh this is third group. Well, in this case, 消し this is the root 消し plus ます but for example the third group します this one 入院します入院します this is to be admitted in the hospital or to hospitalize 入院します it means 入院 this is the noun the hospitalization 入院and します to do. So 入院します入院 and しますします is all together. But in this case, in the first group, 消し this is the root 消し you cannot separate け and します this is not right. 消し this is the root and plus ます this is the group 1. Before the quiz, let's practice in other ways. I'm going to tell you 10 verbs. And at first, and this time, this is all mixed up. Because till now, I talked about the group 3 and then group 2. In the last one, the most difficult one, the group 1. But now all mixed up. So we must think of which group at first. And then te form. Okay? Number 1. Kashimasu. Kashimasu, which group? Well, kashimasu, it means to lend. Kashimasu, this is group 1. Just like it finished with shi. Then the group 1, kashite. 2番目、切ります。切ります。Which group? 切り, the sound is ri, just before mas. 切ります。This is group 1. り, do you remember how to do it? 切って、cut. 3番目、勉強します。勉強します。to study. This is quite easy. Well, 勉強します。So this is the group 3. Group 3. And group 3 is very easy. 勉強して。4番目、います。います。Which group this one? This is the second group. This is irregular one. So this is difficult. This is irregular. Second group. So the second group, anyway, it's very easy to conjugate without mas and te. So, いて。5番目、行きます。行きます。to go. And which group is it? Just before mas, this sound of ki. So, this is group 1. But group 1, to form the te form, this is quite difficult. This is irregular in this way. 行って with small tsu. 行って、行って the verb to go. 6番目、鍛えます。鍛えます。Just before mas, it's a sound. So which group? Very easy. Group 2. So group 2 is very easy to conjugate because just without mas and you add te. 鍛えて。鍛えて。Well, 鍛えます, it means to train the body or to work out muscles. This is 鍛えます。7番目、借ります。借ります。to borrow. 借ります。Which group is it? 借ります。Just before mas, there's a li sound. So you may think this is group 1, but this is not right because this is the one of the irregular of the second group. So this is second group. The second group is very, very easy to conjugate without mas. Just add te. So, 借りて。借りて。8番目、帰ります。帰ります。to return. 帰ります。Which group? Just before mas, there's li sound. Li. So, this is group 1. Group 1, 帰ります。And li, how can you make it? Well, without li, small tsu and te. So, 帰って。帰って。9番目、会います。会います。to meet someone. To see someone. 会います。Which group? Just before mas, there's e sound. E. So this is group 1. And e, you must change with small tsu and te. So, 会って。会って。10番目. This is the last one before a quiz. 終わります。終わります to finish. Which group? Just before mas, there's li sound. Li. So this is group 1. Group 1 and li changed to small tsu and te. So 終わって。終わって。Now a quiz time about te kei. Te form. I'm going to give you 10 verbs. And at first, you must recognize which group. This is very important to recognize. So group 1 or 2 or 3. And then you change them to te kei, te form. 1番目、見ます。見ます。2番目、 書きます。書きます。3番目、返します。返します。4番目、飲みます。飲みます。5番目、食べます。食べます。6番目、練習します。練習します。7番目、乗ります。乗ります。8番目、働きます。働きます。9番目、教えます。教えます。10番目、最後です。習います。習います。Good job with te form, teke. If you liked this video, please give me a like and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you can share my videos with your friends, that will help me a lot. Now please listen to me in Japanese. いかがでしたか？今日は手形の作り方を勉強しました。頑張りましたね。たくさんの動詞を覚えたと思います。このビデオが気に入ってくださったら、ぜひいいねボタン、そしてチャンネル登録も忘れないでくださいね。それから私のビデオをお友達に紹介していただけたらとても嬉しいです。ぜひお願いいたします。では次のビデオでまたお会いしましょう。じゃあねー。